Welcome back. I'm joined by filmmakers Lauren Kern and Justin Orr of the documentary, The Barackumentary. Can you tell me a little bit about making this film?
Do you want to start or should I?
Sure. Well, originally when Caitlin pitched the idea to us, I wasn't so sure if I wanted to do a political documentary, but the more she talked about it, it sounded like it was going to be kind of more sociological, just more about people, and it just sounded way more interesting to me than just a political documentary, because I'm not really into that as much.
Yeah, that was kind of the same way I felt. Like, I felt that we couldn't really do a political documentary properly, but the idea itself does, I think you'll find, focus a lot more on the sociology behind the movement, kind of supporting and kind of elevating Obama to this almost religious icon status. And you'll find that really politics don't even enter the realm in this documentary. It's really, you don't tend to see a lot of people commenting on any type of political issue at all. It's all social, and I really liked that about the way the piece kind of turned out. Is I like that it wasn't necessarily an Obama mania piece, and it wasn't a smear piece on the guy. It was just, in the end, it was simply about his fan base more than himself.
It was pretty neutral politically, yeah.
What's the response been like for the film?
It's been pretty good from both sides of the spectrum politically. I think people are really interested in the questions that we raise in the film, and I know it's been getting a lot of people thinking about what they believe and stuff.
What did you guys find out?
Well, we found out that Obama had the ability to actually keep a business in Lansing going during the economic recession. One of the women we interviewed, Ora B. Fuller, was saying that her Wigs and General Merchandise store essentially survived and stayed afloat during the hard times by selling Obama merchandise to the community. So I thought that was fairly impressive.
You know, and I found it interesting because this was kind of like Obama as a rock star and as a merchandiser, and that's kind of what you guys found, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we were interviewing people, we asked if anyone had thought that they'd seen this before, and we got kind of mixed responses. But I think in the end, we found from people that it was kind of a new phenomenon. So, yeah.
And the other thing we saw is with one of our interviews with Professor Nichols, he seemed to almost give the response that it wasn't even so much of a rock star thing of Obama as much as it was almost like taking on a messianic quality about the way that he was being advertised and the way he was being sold to people, and that it was turning into this quasi-religious following, I suppose, would be the best way to put it.
Tell me about the showings. I've heard you guys got first place somewhere.
Yes, we are in the Mitten Movie Project for their documentaries and dramas. So we're going back there. We're being shown as part of their Best Of series in December. So we hope everything goes well there.
Okay. What have you guys heard? I mean, it's on YouTube, and we're showing it in this show, and it's played in a couple places. What have you heard back from people about the movie?
All the reactions I've got have been very positive, which is always nice. But I mean, in the end, it's still always a surprise when you hear, oh, we're going to be showing on the Michigan Independent Film Show, or oh, we made it into this film festival. So I mean, as much as people have had very nice things to say about it, it's still always a wonderful surprise to find out that we've gotten into some sort of new sign of success, and to see that it's going well, because we put a lot of effort into it and we really enjoyed making it, and I think that was what was important. But to have people who are just watching it enjoy it too is always obviously a great payoff.
What is it like to, people think that to make films you have to go to Hollywood. What is it like to make a film locally?
It's been a really good experience. I think we surprised a lot of people with all the equipment that we brought to a lot of our interviews. But it's been a really good experience. It's been like we've been able to use a lot of different equipment to make this movie, and we've had some really interesting interviews just locally. Some politicians from Lansing and even MSU professors have had some really interesting things to say. So.
I just feel like it was a great experience for all of us, and it was a really good learning experience, and I'm just happy that people have enjoyed it and that it's gotten the opportunity to do any of the things it's done.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun working on it, and we definitely spent a lot of time working on it, and I'm glad it's getting some positive feedback.
Join us every month right here from Studio D in the College of Communication Arts and Sciences at the campus of Michigan State University for the Indie Film Show, where we focus on some of the best independent films from around the state of Michigan.
For more information on air dates for the Indie Film Show, visit us at theindiefilmshow.cas.msu.edu.
What's my motivation?